Hey guys, it's Sheila here with Reiki and Healing in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today I wanted to talk a little something about crystals. So crystals is probably the one tool that I've used my entire life. Literally as a kid, I remember using crystals all the time. I was like that teenager, that person. So I've used them for a long time. I love them. It's really hard to not go somewhere and see a whole bunch of crystals and then just only buy one or not buy any. That's my own little personal issue. I think some of us have that also with the crystals. But I do want to come on today because I'm doing a class later on about our top 5 crystals to use. Whether you're just starting out on your spiritual path or you just really like the way they are and they look, they're kind of cool for you, or you've been on this path for a really long time. There are definitely ones that people should have. And I will tell you this from jump, that it is a matter of your own guidance. So if you ask 5 different people what is the best crystal for protection, you're going to get 5 different answers. So it really is, and I tell this to my clients all the time, what you're drawn to. So if you are drawn to a specific crystal, that's the one that is right for you, plain and simple. No matter what I say, no matter what your neighbor says or your friend or the chick at the crystal store or the guy, whatever. It's up to you. It's your guidance. It's what you need. It's what you are calling to you, what you are resonating with, that was on that frequency for you. So again, when you're in a spot and you're looking for crystals and you want them for specific reasons, that's fantastic. You can always research it a little bit like this, find a basic outline or guidance with that, and then from there, go with what you're feeling. Always go with what you're feeling. Always go with what you're guided to do, because that's what you need. It's just that simple. So when you learn to listen to yourself, it really helps a lot. Good luck. I'm still trying. Anyway, so the class today that I'm doing later on is all about our top 5 crystals that people should have. So we will get to that in a second. I want to go over a little bit first why we use crystals or how we can use crystals. So crystals being of the earth, the majority of them, some do come from out there in the space land through meteors and such, like Moldavite. Moldavite's one that's a space crystal, if you will. But the majority of our crystals are grown in our beautiful, beautiful Mother Gaia. She gives them to us in plenty, and we are grateful. So they are all a frequency. Again, you'll hear me talk about this all the time. It's all about frequency, 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 the vibration, what and how you resonate with things. So the frequency of certain crystals, it's like fine-tuning into a radio, or I'm going to age myself here a second. So back in the day, they had little knobs on the TVs where you can, fine-tune in the channels. The same thing as the frequency and the vibrations of crystals. So in the wide range, most darker color crystals, blacks or browns, are good for like our root chakras and our sacral, like lower ones, our earth star chakra. But then you want to get really into it. You want to fine tune it a little bit, So again, always going with what your guidance is, always, always, always. But there are some basics, okay? So the darker crystals, like I love onyx. I'm a really big onyx fan. But today, our number 5 is black tourmaline. I love this crystal. So I know I just said that I love onyx, and I do. I love this one a lot too. So remember, this one is all kind of based upon the top 5 for people who are just kind of starting out. So, I'm dropping it. It happens all the time here. It's crazy. I drop crystals everywhere during sessions, off clients. It's just what happens. So, the black tourmaline crystal. This is really good for protection. It's a really good crystal to help transmute energies. So, cool little fun fact about this, when you rub it, this can be actually electrically charged by rubbing it, probably more than I can do it right now, or when you heat it up. So it's just kind of amazing with that. So it helps to transmute any kind of lower vibrational energies. It's like a bodyguard. It literally is keeping this either in your hand or around you, in your room, in your house. I happen to have them there's like a grid all over this room, and in my home I have selenite, I have rose quartz, and I have this. So in both the office and home, it does help with that. It helps, again, to protect. It's the bodyguard. It's the one that's keeping you safe from this little crystal. Doesn't matter how big or small they are, just keep that in mind too. Doesn't change the frequency. This crystal allows this huge aura of protection to come around us. It allows like a blockage, if you will. So here I am, my happy little world, vibing out there. Oh, bad vibes can't get me. Why? Black tourmaline. It's amazing. It's an amazing crystal. It's really good when you're using it for shamanistic work. A lot of shamans enter a realm of, how do I say, a little deeper, more intense vibrations. I don't want to say negative vibrations because they're not. They're just a little bit, they work with lower realms many times. So this helps with that. It's really good to help you connect with the earth too, which is why I used it the other day in the other video, if you'd seen that one, out by the water. It's really good for the root chakra. Again, and I love this because this crystal is a natural. It's a raw stone. New York accent coming out there, raw. But it really just connects you. It brings you into that vibration of earth. And when you take a moment and you really try to connect with this crystal, you can just feel your entire being kind of come on down and settle in. So coming down in a root chakra or a lower vibration is not always bad. It's settling you in. It's bringing you in to a place where you can breathe easier. It is grounding. Grounding, again, is so important. You'll hear me say that over and over again the more that you watch my videos. Grounding is really important. This puppy here helps you awesomely with it. Put it in your pocket. You want to put it in your shoe, get smaller pieces. But, you could wear it in like a belly chain, or you can keep it around, in meditations. I use these a lot in the grids, things like that, where you can just connect with it. Where else? I always do use them in meditations and grids, definitely. And if I'm doing really high energy work, afterwards, I'm definitely holding on to this. Like, I'll have a piece with me while I'm doing that work. I know it kind of sounds weird with some people to be doing some high vibrational energy work and holding on to a grounding crystal, but you need to. You need to ground while you're floating. It has to happen. So, but then after that, I will definitely, when I'm bringing myself back in, piece of this, like that. It's crazy. It's like this, and peppermint oil is amazing to bring you back into your awareness when you're out there journeying and doing really cool things like that. So there you go there. Black tourmaline. It's number 5. Oh. So another little cool thing about the black tourmaline is that it protects you against psychic attacks, or protects your own psychic energy. It also helps transmute any kind of negative or low vibrational thought patterns that you may have. Helps you to think better thoughts, because what is it? It's just like those bad vibes come in and you're thinking about all these things and you're worrying, and next thing you know, you're like into like a whole scenario that you just created in your mind, because that's what we do. So black tourmaline helps to not do that. It helps us to keep our thoughts clear, focused on a more happier vibration. It repels the bad stuff, okay? Another thing real with this too is that it really helps us if you're in a situation or an environment where it's very, very low vibrational. Say your job just not the happiest place. People aren't happy there. The environment's just bad. This helps as a protection. Carrying this in some jewelry, in your pocket, wherever, earrings, something, I don't know, in your wallet. It helps to keep away all those energies. It keeps you in a like psychic bubble to help shield you. This is a great, great shielding stone. Keep that in mind. Number 4. It's top 5. Here's 4. So our top 4 would be Labradorite. Now, I am not sure if I can catch a flash on this. Oh, sometimes it's hard. But this stone, let me try a bigger piece, does the most amazing, oh, there, is that it? Is it working? Flashing a little bit? There we go. It does this really cool thing where it just lights up, and it's called flash. So some of them are really, really sparkly, and it's got this, oh, there we go. Beautiful opalescent colors going on. Oh, it's so pretty. You see that? I hope you can see it because it's so cool. Okay, so Labradorite. This crystal here, I love this. I love them all. So you're going to hear me say it over and over again. Love them all. So this crystal is really good, especially for those that are just beginning and they're not really sure about their abilities. This puppy right here, Labradorite. And when those are on your path too, when you're trying to open up different clairs, you're trying to open up different abilities that you may have that are a little bit latent, or you really haven't addressed them, to work with them. More of intuitive abilities, things like that. It really opens you up. It opens you up to, gosh, just being in a place where you're safe to explore them. Say it like that, because sometimes people get really let fear in and don't want to try something new. So, you know, they may be a little bit more of their intuitive part of them, and they don't want to really face that. Labradorite will help you feel safer and feel safe to do so. It'll keep you warm and keep you remembering that you're okay and that you're safe in the space, and allowing you to open those abilities at the same time. So it's a really gentle stone, but really powerful. In order to be able to create a safe place for us, how powerful is that gotta be? Because some of us can create some really crazy things with our fears running wild. So this one, oh, it's so pretty. I just love the flash on that. So Labradorite really works with, great for journeying. It works great for dream recall and dream work. A little piece under your pillow if you are having a focused dream session at night. You know, if you wanted to try to remember your dreams, or if you're doing, again, shaman work where you're doing dream work. It's great for the throat chakra too. Boom, right there. Throat chakra, because it's got all the blues and pretty. It's awesome. Love this crystal. That was number 4. Another really cool thing about the Labradorite is that it helps to increase the sensitivity. So if you are holding a piece and you're doing energy work, it's set to help in your hands, to have the sensitivity in your hands kind of open up. But I'm of the mindset that it kind of opens up your sensitivities to everything, is really what it does. So if you are, again, like trying to communicate or working with different realms in a safe manner, of course, but Labradorite helps to open up your receptors, like your antennas. Okay, you ready? Number 3. Number 3 is my absolute favorite. Can you guess? Have you watched any of the videos before? Do you know? It's rose quartz. Wow. Rose quartz. This is a beautiful sphere that I use during my Reiki classes. This is completely channeled with and just loaded with Reiki energy. So if you want to connect to that really fast, just bring that to your awareness. Can you feel it vibrating? I love this crystal. I love this one. Anyway, I use this one all the time for my Reiki classes. I'll hold it. I usually put it in the middle of a grid with this big, beautiful clear quartz around it, so it generates the energy out to you. So it's just amazing. So what rose quartz does. So here's another piece. This is a natural stone. Again, I told you I love the natural ones. Love rose quartz. So the natural one, and here's just a little piece of polished. I haven't mentioned that. Crystals come in many different ways. Polished, the natural stones. You can get spheres, many crystals. You can get like points, amethyst, and citrine, and clear quartz. You can do points on those also. So there's tons of different ways. Some people will tell you that different shapes, different ways that they're prepared, the crystals are made or whatever, will change how it works. And that's, again, it's completely up to you. But this video is not about that. This video is just about our top 5. So 3, rose quartz. Rose quartz is the most beautiful crystal ever. It brings in the vibration of love. It brings in the vibration of self-love, self-care, divine love. It reminds us that we are a part of this beautiful, beautiful grid and energetic web of divine beings. we are all connected. It opens up our heart chakra. It helps to bring love to you, a healthy love, hopefully not dysfunctional. We want to stay on the happy, healthy side of things. So it opens up the heart. It allows those heart walls to break down. It helps you to bring emotions out that you need to face and deal with to be able to move on. And when you're hurting, like just, if you're just upset and things are, like you have heartbreak, you know, I use this crystal a lot. Pink tourmaline too, but that's not about this one, but that's a really gentle one also. But the rose quartz is phenomenal. It's so beautiful. I always use it for the heart chakra. We use it in everything. I said it before, I'll say it again. Rose quartz around here with Love, Reiki, and Healing, everywhere. Let me think. So, I don't know, it just reminds us to, again, to, like when you're speaking, I know that I use this a lot if I'm having a conversation that I may not really want to, that but has to be addressed, but I don't want them trying to shy away from it. Rose quartz, it reminds you to come from a heart space. When your words are true and your words are from your heart and not just like in anger and blah, but it's, you know, thoughtful. You're putting mindfulness into what you're saying, what you're speaking, how you're trying to communicate. Rose quartz helps really well with that. So I will hold this a lot when I'm having deep conversations. That was number 3. Number 2. I love this one too. So number 2 on our happy top 5 list is amethyst. So look at that there. Oh, it's so pretty. Amethyst is probably one of the crystals that I've worked with the longest. One other one, but this one too. I mean, like really a long time, like a long, long, long time. Amethyst is probably one of the first crystals I ever got many years ago. I'm not going to say how many, but it's many. So this one here, and then we have this like a natural piece too. Different color. Look at those purples. Oh, it's so amazing. And then there's a little piece of polished. Yay! So within the world of amethyst, there are many different kinds. They are found all over the world. So depending upon what area you're getting your amethyst from will depend upon like the color, how deep of a purple, how light of a purple, if there's bands in it and such. So a lot of times you'll find like on this one, there's little bits, if you can see right here, little bits of citrine in there. It goes a lot together with that also, especially when you have like the pieces like this. So we do those. Love these a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, amethyst. Number 2. This is our 2. Did I say that? This is number 2. Boom. So, amethyst. This stone here helps us connect spiritually. It's a great stone for meditation. If you are in a place where you're trying to calm and release and just, you know, be in the moment, amethyst will really help that. The vibration is very calming. It's very soothing. It is very similar to like the lavender, if you will, if you're an oily kind of person like me. And I am. Lavender and amethyst kind of the same vibe. It really does just bring you calming. So if you're having a rough day or you're upset, amethyst, that's what you need there, okay? Also a little fun fact about amethyst. In ancient times, they would drop amethyst into their drinking cup. Like they were drinking wine or stuff or whatever. They would drop amethyst into their thinking that they wouldn't get drunk. So amethyst is also known as a sobriety stone. So it does help with different kinds of, we'll say, attachments with addictions, drinking, any kind of addictions that you have. Using amethyst with a focused meditation may help you with that, to try to break that. And again, boom, third eye. No, it's kind of cool. I like that. Anyway, third eye, amethyst. It's great. It's a beautiful stone. If you can only choose one, I would probably say to get this one or number 1. It's up to you, however you're guided. Okay, which brings us to Bye-Bye Amethyst, number 1. Our top stone out of our top 5 for stones everyone should have. Dun, dun, dun. Clear quartz. Clear quartz. Clear quartz is amazing. It's great for our crown chakra. It's great to use, God, in everything, in grids. And it helps to direct the energy. if you watch previous videos, clear quartz is great for amplifying energy. So wherever your focus is, boom, clear quartz, that's what you want. So this is a point. This is just some polished clear quartz. There's a little piece of clear quartz too. It comes in all sizes and shapes. They're just phenomenal. Drop it again, told you, drop it all the time. So we'll use this one, clear quartz. It helps to connect us still with the spirit. Again, being for the crown chakra. And you can use this one actually if this is all you have on any chakra. Same with the amethyst, or really any crystal. It's better than nothing. So if all you have is one crystal, but you got like a couple of them, put them on whatever chakras you need to, because that's going to work. So clear quartz amplifies, it connects, it's your fine tuner. God, it can be programmed with things. Like if you wanted to do, let's see, you wanted to have a crystal that was just for keeping you calm, and that was the energy. So you could literally like hold this, focus your energy, you know, for the fact of your intent every single time that you hold this crystal, that it brings a calming vibration to you. Intent is always important. If you ever take any of my Reiki classes, it's one of my rules. It's a rule, and I don't really have many, but for me, intent. That's the most important thing out of any kind of work that you're doing. It's intent. So here you go there, clear quartz, connection to spirit. It's an amplifier. There are also record keepers too. So it's said that for many different places, and clear quartz is, again, all over the world. It's probably the most plentiful stone available on our planet at this time that we know of. Clear quartz though, they said that at ancient times that would store information. People would store, like how we use computer files, they use clear quartz crystals, okay? So if you ever happen to grab one and holding it and you're really floating high in the vibrations and you start getting information, you just did someone's computer file. There you go. And there we are. It's beautiful. I love it. So those are our top 5. A little bit of information from them. You know, and other things too. I know I started at the beginning to start telling you about like how you can use crystals, but you can use them in grids. You can use them to charge your food, charge your water, charge objects. You can use them to charge your own energy, to protect in your aura, protect your energy fields, protect rooms. There's tons of stuff that you can do with these. So go out there and experiment, because again, I can tell you all day long. We could talk about it. I can sit here, stare into this camera and tell you different things to do with these amazing crystals. But go out there and try it. Find a crystal that you like. Start with one. Start with one. And just really see what it does. You know, hold on to it. See if you can be in that moment with that crystal and charge yourself with it. Connect with it. Talk to it. Talk to my crystals all the time. Just, you know, see how it vibes. See how you vibe with it. All right. So there we go. I thank you again so much for coming, joining me today. Let me be in your life for the moments today. My name is Sheila with Love, Reiki, and Healing here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you are out here and you want to come to the class or meditation or get a Reiki session or any of that, hit our website, because there's a whole bunch of information on there. It's always telling you what we're doing, what classes are going on. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, all that great stuff. So I thank you so much for letting me be part of your day. And I'll see you soon. You guys take care. Bye-bye.